First off, philosophy is a confession. Go love somebody that you don't like. Hey, what's good, y'all? Thanks for clicking on the link. WTJ Knowledge Drops back with another reaction video for you. More on that in a second. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. If you are a returning knowledge nomad, I want to express my gratitude, but if I were, I would be speaking for hours. So, thank you very much. I can't express it enough. I really appreciate the support. I hope you're learning to love somebody that you don't like so you can love yourself properly. If you are a new viewer, welcome. My name is Wesley Travis Johnson, and this is my channel, WTJ Knowledge Drops, where we blend spirituality with science, and we bridge the gap between Eastern and Western philosophies and spirituality religion. I hope you enjoy yourself, maybe learn something, have a good time while you're doing it. Decide to stick around and become a knowledge nomad. If you do subscribe, remember to hit the bell with all notifications so you can stay in the loop and never miss a drop. Okay, this is Sadhguru's latest video. It's about chakras, which is awesome. It was like synchronicity because I just did a video on yoga and I was thinking, man, I want to go down the tantric and chakra path next. And then Sadhguru dropped this video. So it worked out perfectly. First time viewing it. Obviously, I do know Sadhguru. But I haven't watched the video yet. It's the first time we're going to explore it together. Alright, let's have some fun, learn something about ourselves. I'll see you at the end. Love you guys. Hey, hold on. If you back out, your device will explode. So don't back out. See you at the end. Alright, Sadhguru, what happens when you master all 114 chakras? On his channel, Sadhguru, exclusive. Sadhguru, don't copyright me, bro. We're all just trying to learn and have a little fun. It's a reaction video. Alright, let's get it.
The word Chakreshwara means…
little history lesson. I love history. How do you guys feel about history? Do you study it? Do you think it repeats itself? Let me know in the comments.
one who has mastery over his chakras. When we say mastery over his chakras, what we are referring to is that one who has mastery over his energy body.
Yeah,
one who has mastery over his energy body means it's not a different level of realization or something, but it's a different level of competence.
I like that. Different level of competence. Your ignorance is killing you, and it's killing me, and we're about to learn how to put out some positive vibes, better our lives.
Your ability to do things in the world is only to the extent you can organize your energies. There are any number of human beings on the planet, either physically very strong or intellectually or in terms of intelligence they're pretty high, but they don't do much and they can never do much because their energies are not flexible and they don't cooperate.
Imagine that. You are the most brilliant mind on earth, but you can't really accomplish much because you don't have mastery over your energies. Imagine that scenario. You're stuck wondering why. What's going on? Well, you're not mastering yourself.
So when we see such people, that their ability to do things in the world or their success in the world is not commensurate with whatever other qualities they possess in terms of physical strength or education or intelligence or other talents that they may have, but do not find expression because they have no sufficient energy backup. In a way, every system of yoga, whatever simple practice or more complex or sophisticated practices, everything is designed to have, on one level, a certain mastery over the energy system, because that's the only way you can enhance a human being in terms of the world.
This is so perfect. If you didn't watch my last video, it was on yoga and the 8 limbs of yoga. And this is synchronicity that this popped up at this time. It is absolutely perfect. I'm going to put a link right here to my previous video. If you haven't watched it yet, it's on yoga and the positions that he's about to touch on.
In terms of what you can do in the world, can only be enhanced if one's energies are at a certain pitch and at a certain level of flexibility and control within himself. Many human beings, or every human being, has attained to a certain level of control and mastery over their energies unconsciously. So because of that, they're able to do different things to different extents. But now you want to do something which is normally considered humanly impossible. What is possible and not possible is only according to what we have explored till now. It's not necessarily an impossible thing.
Your mind is the limitation, okay? You put your own ceiling on your mind. So, believe that you can do anything, and you can do anything. Like move a mountain. Yes, you can do that. You can move a mountain if you absolutely put your mind to it and believe that you can do it with zero doubt. And the one seed of doubt can screw up the whole thing, the smallest seed. So no doubt at all, you can pick that damn thing up and move it. You can.
It is just that we have not explored it yet. Well, 150 years ago, can we fly or not fly? Flying is impossible, that was a set thing, okay, in everybody's mind.
Shout out to the Wright brothers.
So similarly, any number of things that people think are impossible are mainly because we have not yet explored those aspects of what a human being could do. Because a majority of the human population, or the majority of the human resource, if you want to call it that, or majority of the human potential is usually mortgaged either for survival process or tangled up with their…
That's a big thing, guys. We are so caught up in survival that things like this are real easy to skip over. I mean, we have to figure out, we put ourselves in a rat race. So not only are we trying to survive, but we're trying to acquire enough money to support the lifestyle we accrued by having an hourly wage job. It's a trap. If you're a youngster and you haven't gotten to the workforce yet, it is a trap. Go to college, get a degree, and come out and get a real job. These hourly wage jobs are gonna it traps you. Trust me, it traps you.
Hormonal requirements, whole lifetime goes in just managing those things for most human beings. Probably money and sexuality engages maximum amount of human energy. So, how many things a human being could do in terms of really transforming his own life or everybody else's life, or to really live at a higher pitch? It's not even about doing something in the world. See, competence is not necessarily always action. A person who is competent, truly competent, there is a certain joy in just the way he can sit here, or just the way he walks on the street.
What's the opposite of competent? Ignorance, I think, probably. Yeah. So, you go from ignorance to competence. It's all about self-awareness, I'm guessing. Let me shout out Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. real quick. He is a Toltec from the mind, and he's a shaman. Anyways, he has a great book on mastery of self and mastery of love that teaches unconditional love. And it sounds like we're about to touch on it a little bit here, so I want to give you that book, whatever the hell I'm trying to say. Suggestion.
When you are in a certain level of competence, there is because a human being is not just a body, there is a certain intelligence, and you cannot enjoy your intelligence without competence. Intelligence can become a very negative thing if it does not translate into some level of competence.
Oh, I like that too. You're basically wasting your talents. So, you gotta do something with yourself, and I'm not talking about it in a physical way. I was gonna say something else too, and I forgot. I'll remember in a second.
You're intelligent, but you can't do anything.
Oh yeah. All intelligence is 50% awareness and 50% memory. That's all intelligence is. If you have 100% attention on something when you're trying to do it, it'll help you remember it. And that's all intelligence is. 50% memory, 50% awareness.
You don't know how to do anything. Suddenly you will find your intelligence just is a big burden and it works against you. If you had half the brain that you have, you would be quite peaceful.
We are too smart for our own good. I've always said that.
Intelligence translates into well-being only when it translates into competence, some capability to do something. Only then intelligence becomes a force, both for the individual and for the world. Because a human being has evolved into a certain level of intelligence, competence, translating it into competence is an important part. It doesn't matter whether he's in the material world or in the spiritual pursuit, whatever he does, he has to translate his intelligence into competence. Otherwise, invariably he will become frustrated with what's happening in his life.
That's good. That's good. You can be as intelligent as you want, guys. You gotta take some action on yourself, I think.
So, being a Chakreshwara is a certain level of competence. What this means is, on one level, what we refer to as chakras, these 114 chakras, which is kind of geography of the energy body or the pranic system.
I think I want to go deeper on the 114 as well. Seems like just a little brief overview, but I want to dig in deeper on it too. If anybody knows a good video that breaks down all the chakras, drop it in the comments, let me know, and I will put it on my list next. By the way, I got other of the requests coming too. There was one that was wanting the Upanishads from Swami Sarvaprimananda. There is one on Ram Das that I'm doing. That was a request. So I got all those coming. And I just did India and Pixels, the 16 Indian philosophies. But it got copywritten, so I am waiting on the dispute, and it's blocked. So that's coming too. That's already done and put out and uploaded. So as soon as I clear the dispute, which will happen because it's happened to me 3 times already, but as soon as it's cleared, that one's ready. It is available to watch on Patreon. All my videos are. You get them like a day or two early, so please consider subscribing and supporting my crippled ass. I'm unemployable. Anything helps. If I could get 1 penny from every one of you guys over there, I'd be a millionaire. 1 penny, guys. That's all I need. Shut up, Wes.
Or, for the sake of understanding, I would like you to see it like this. All of you have seen a skeleton, isn't it? So now they show you a skeleton in the school and show you, this is the skeletal system over which the flesh has formed and made a human being look like this. So you understand it's like the structure or the structural integrity for the body has come because of the bones. Well, some people in the world choose to lose that structure. That's a different thing, but generally the bones are supposed to give you the fundamental shape of the human form. It's like this because the skeletal system is like this. Suppose it's like this, they're trying to defy the skeletal system. But I want you to understand, another skeletal system over which the bones and the flesh and everything forms is the energy system. Suppose we make a map of the energy system. Now this is like a fundamental skeleton over which even the bone structure or the skeletal structure is forming itself and creating a shape. If the energy system did not have a shape and a form, then this would take some other form. It need not be contained to that the bones can grow like this, it can become a horn. The energy system is contained like this, that is why everything forms around that.
Right.
Or in other words, we can look at the energy system as another more fundamental skeletal system over which the bone structure and the flesh and the neuronal systems and various other things have happened, all right. So, if you have some…
This is just a tease. I want to go in deeper, guys. Somebody drop me a link on Chakras.
mastery over this, one thing is, you can make the chakras mobile. That means you can move them where you want in the system. What is the purpose? You have seen calendar art. A yogi sitting like this, and from this light coming. You seen that? Generally, if the artwork is coming from a certain age, suppose if it is in some kind of a yoga book of a certain antiquity, you will see whenever there is light in the hand, that person will not have a halo.
Oh.
Those who have a halo won't have light in their hand.
Ooh.
Those who have a light in their hand will not have a halo. What it is trying to say, the imagery when the artist was knowledgeable enough, was conscious enough, or at least in the culture it was known that what has happened here is, one has moved his Agna Chakra to his hand. People think this means Abhaya Hast. You know what Abhaya Hast means? That means a hand of protection or security, essentially. No, that's not what it's about. It is the light that one has earned within himself. Takes a lot of work. Now he's offering it to people.
Oh, I love
What's
that.
mine is now yours. Because
yeah, you're spreading the word without saying a word. Shout out to all my Christians watching. You can spread the word without actually speaking the word. You should try it. Love you guys. But open your fucking mind.
right now there is somebody here that has to benefit. If it's here, it's good for me. If it moves here, it's good for somebody else.
Absolutely.
So right now…
That's what life is all about, is service to others and sacrificing yourself for the benefit of others. I suffer so my kids don't have to, so my family doesn't have to. I don't mind taking that burden on. I do it all the time. I take the L when the L is needed to be taken because I'm willing to sacrifice the wellness of my being, I guess you would say, for the benefit of others, for the greatness of others, for the beauty, for the love. I'm here.
You want your ajna to benefit somebody else. He moved it to his hand and raised it so that this ajna has become a light for someone else. At that time, if the artist is knowledgeable, you will see that he will never make a halo around the head because it's moved here. The light has moved here, there is no halo in his head. When he sits like this, there is a halo around his head, there is no light spilling out of his hand. So your ability to move your chakras is there, the mobility, which means you're playing with the fundamental structure of life. Suppose you can internally, you can move your kneecap into your brain, because there seems to be more brains here than here, then you can move it up. It's like that.
Cool.
Doesn't make sense, but it's like that. You're actually moving to different areas.
The universe is under no obligation to make sense to you. Shout out Neil deGrasse Tyson.
It's not just for this purpose, for so many other things. Because when you want to do certain things, your energies need to be in a certain way. Ajna is here, however powerful it is, it cannot do certain things. If I can move it into my hand, into my belly, into somewhere else, for doing a specific activity, it works best that way. So having that mobility or freedom to…
I wonder why there's so many if they're able to move around like that. You would think there wouldn't be so many covering so many areas. It would just be a few of them that can just move around, right? Yeah, under no obligation to make sense to you. Shut up, Wes.
In a way, to literally change the composition of how creation has made you, to change the very way, whatever way the creation has made us, to change that, to literally knead the fundamentals back. It's like you made a pot out of the clay, it's taken a form.
You're going back to your original form before we were domesticated, like animals. You're nothing but love, light, and just want to play when you first come into this world, and you can do no wrong in nobody's eyes, so everything is just love and play until that one time when you get too close to the coffee table and you get reprimanded, and that hits hard. And from that time on, you start changing who you are in order to get the reward and not the punishment. So your true self starts to transform at that moment.
But now you're unburning the pot. You're unburning the pot so that you have freedom to make any shape out of it. Now you had made a pot, but now a child has come, you want to make a doll out of it, so you unburn the pot, make it into clay again, and you're making it into a toy or a doll that the child can play with for some time.
Oh, I see.
To be able to get there and again get back to this, it needs a certain mastery. If you get there and then if you cannot get back, there are many stories like this in the tradition. Some yogi did something and then he could not come back and… have you heard of these things? What are they?
No,
you have heard of the Shukracharya, all these people, very arrogant yogis who are competent to a certain level, but once…
I need to dig into more on the history of yogis. I really want to dig in. If anybody has a good history on Hindu or Indian culture, I guess you would say, I want to study the history a bit. Drop a good link in the comments on a good history on yogis. I want to go way back to the beginning.
Arrogance comes, you don't further learn. So you learnt one thing and you want to show it to the world because it gives you power. You did that and then you're not able to undo it, you get stuck right there. There are many stories like this, including Vishwamitra, all these people are stories like this. They did something, they could not undo it because they're not able to change it. And the fundamental ability to do these things has come because they have mastery over the basic life-making energies, which is our own energy system. So Chakreshwara means somebody who has control over that, because without that certain things cannot be done. Or you are preparing yourself to do something, so you want your energies, particularly certain chakras, you want it to be in a certain way. And if you get into certain activity, this part of the sadhana that you're doing may disturb itself, may not work conducively for you. So let us say right now I am doing Devi consecration, actually we are doing right now. We are doing Devi consecration. The feminine aspect of what is in the body, I put it somewhere else. Right now it's not there. I don't know if you notice the difference with me. I'm a little different right now than usual. Certain things are lacking right now because we put it somewhere, we put it on a hanger. Now I may be wearing this shirt today, this kurta today, tomorrow it may be on my hanger. When I'm using this, it is there, very much a part of me. When I hang it there, it just hangs there. So certain things which you have…
I love that analogy. And it kind of goes with us being a different person to everybody we meet. At the end of the day, you're a different person to your parents than you are to your friends, and even you're a different person to your mom, to your dad. We have so many disguises, and we remember them all subconsciously.
Prepared for a specific purpose, you don't want that to get involved in many things. So you want to keep it somewhere, you don't want it to walk around with that. So a few chakras or a certain aspect of your energy system, you hang it in your shrine and come, because if…
I like that, just don't forget where you hung it.
If you walk around with it, you'll again have to rework it in many different ways. So you leave it there. It will leave you with a certain…
void.
Certain things are missing in you for a period of time.
The voids. It creates a little void, but I bet you it gives room for what needs to work to work.
It's okay for short periods. If you stay that way for a very long period, it can cause damage to the system. But you hang it for some time because you want to do… you don't want to rework everything once again because it'll take enormous amount of time.
Absolutely.
Like this, there are many things. You can walk with a part of the body, energy body, because you are able to keep it in one place for preservation and for a particular specific use. Now, if people walk into this shrine where such a body or a part of the body is hung, their experience is completely different from what they would have seen otherwise in the same place. It is not just the energy.
So that's crazy. Your perspective on life can change by your energy flow. So, raise it. That's crazy though.
Of the shrine or whatever, it's completely different because one part of the body is there and it's very, very different, freaky different because… See, right now, there are many qualities in every human being. They're all kind of balanced.
So people's perspective changes on their mood. Think about that. When you're putting somebody… when you're like reading a text or something and you're putting your own emotion in it and you're thinking somebody is acting a certain way because you're reading it in your own tone and your own anger comes out and you think they're talking to you in a certain way, but really it's just your mood. So your mood can change your perspective. That's interesting with social media and all of the news breaking, and people's perspective, it could be way skewed, I guess you would say, from what it should be. Emotional mess. We are emotional messes. So be critical on whatever you read, especially now more than ever, this day and age. The internet used to be pretty solid and whatnot, and you could take, you could trust the information you were reading. But we've been rewarding the wrong thing too long. Clickbait, and it works, and it's bullshit, and we need to stop it. Stop clicking on clickbait.
If any one of them gets too hyped, if we take away all the other qualities and just keep one quality of yours, suddenly you will see it's a very hyped up quality. It's kind of… it's kind of covered or it kind of balanced because there are so many other qualities. If you have one freaky quality, it is kind of balanced. Suppose we put all the other qualities to sleep and just leave this one, suddenly you will see this one thing is at a tangent and really going crazy. It'll become very super powerful simply because you put everything to rest. So now when you take it out and keep it there, that quality is independent of all the other qualities which balances that normally. Suddenly that quality looks like hyper exaggerated, and that works very well for certain type of work. So
it turned out opposite of what I was thinking. I thought the parts left behind was the ones that were going to benefit, but it's the one that you hang up, it gets isolated and it's able to shine as bright as it can.
So a Chakreshwara works on this if he has intention of working with the world and creating something. So Sadhguru Sri Brahma worked on it, and when things did not happen, because he thought everything is in place and it'll happen for sure, and it did not happen. He could not believe that it's not happening. Things did not cooperate. He had no social skills. He never thought social skills are…
So I just put two and two together. Who is the first person to sit Indian style? Do people call it that around the world, or is that just a kind of a racist American thing? But when we sit with our legs crossed like that, we call it Indian style. So shout out to the Indians, y'all. I mean, I think it's good. It's not a slur, is it? Let me know in the comments if I'm being ignorant, please. I need all the criticism I can get. Make fun of me, everything. I need it all. Everything can't be positive all the damn time.
Needed. He thought he has Guru's grace and he's got the energy, he's got the mastery, it has to happen. He had no doubt about it. But he did not understand the power of ignorance. Ignorance is a tremendous power on the planet. It's not a simple power. Never underestimate it. Within yourself and around yourself, it's a tremendous power.
That's crazy that I just brought that up and it came up. Synchronicity.
A whole lot of things happen in the world from the power of ignorance, not from the power of knowing or intelligence or something. Ignorance is a phenomenal power.
More now than ever, because, you know, we all learn shit on YouTube and then we think we're experts. I've learned a lot of shit on YouTube, but I would never ever like sit down and try to debate a professional or somebody that actually did it for a living, and has experience or went to school for it. You know, I would never try to debate anybody think of something I read. And I read a lot of shit. I graduated from YouTube University. But the ignorance thing, you think you know, you don't know. You got two ears, so shit. You got two ears for one mouth for a reason. Listen.
So he underestimated the power of ignorance. He was innocent of ignorance. He thought his knowing and his power and his Guru's grace will make everything happen. And it did not happen. So he thought, maybe I'm not competent, maybe I lost it somewhere.
Don't be being hard on yourself. You are perfect. I know you think you see all the flaws, but nobody else does. It's kind of like art, being an artist or a writer. You see all the flaws, but the other people can't see them, so you just gotta know you're dope and keep going.
So the moment of leaving the body, he kind of checking himself out. So he did a phenomenal thing, which is extraordinary and rare. Rare means super rare, that he left through the 7 chakras of his body. He exited from all the 7 chakras at once.
How did we go from 114 to 7? I must have been talking too damn much. Sorry, guys.
He's just checking out if he's really a Chakreshwara or he's misleading himself.
Hell no, I would never go. Are you guys afraid of heights? I'm pretty scared of them. I would never even get close to anything like that. Not more now because I can't even fucking walk, but even before. Are y'all afraid of heights? Let me know in the comments.
That was like an ultimate check for him, to know whether I'm there or not there.
Alright, pause this and I'm just gonna go ahead and record the ending right now. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. I really would like to express my gratitude, but I would be speaking for hours, and I know you don't have the time, and I don't have the time either. So, just know that I'm very appreciative if you made it this far for your support. I hope you consider subscribing if you haven't. And, what did we learn here? I think it was just a tease, kind of, guys. I mean, I learned a lot on the basics of it, I guess you would say, but I'm ready to go deeper. So, I guess that's my takeaway from it, is I want more of it. Yeah. Somebody drop a link. And, Chakras deep. And also, I want to dig into the yogis, the history. Someone drop a link on that as well. And also, the food thing. What Indian food should I try? Drop a link. I'm talking like this because half of my audience is in India. If you are in America or Vietnam, that's my second biggest. I will go and do some stuff for you guys too as well. But I'm thinking about doing a live Q&A for the people in India. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you would want to be a part of. Sorry. It's hard for me to speak today for some reason. Alright, that about wraps it up, man. Thank you guys. I love you. Go love somebody that you don't like so you can love yourself properly. Alright, see y'all in the next video. I love you.